Welcome to Hypnosis Health Info. I'm Roger Moore. You may have seen in some of my videos or read in some of my blog posts about my passion for putting an end to childhood obesity, that it's one of the great tragedies and travesties of our time, that for most kids, childhood obesity is the result of behavior, inactivity, and the type of food they're eating, and not only the type, but the amount of junk food that's being eaten and the processed foods. And the evidence just keeps mounting about the long-term health risks. And again, this current generation has a shorter life expectancy than my generation has. And you know, that's the first time that's been true since the Civil War. And it's all because of behaviors that are occurring. And the list is just growing about the seriousness of the lifelong illnesses and diseases that are caused by childhood obesity. And there was a study yesterday, again this is from Reuters, that talks about heavy kids may suffer back pain and spinal disc woes. And it says, add severe back pain and spine abnormalities to the list of problems overweight and obese adolescents can develop. Among a group of young people who came to an emergency department for severe back pain, researchers found that many had abnormalities in lower spine. Most of those abnormalities occurred within the discs, which are sponge-like cushions in between the bones of the spine. Spinal disc abnormalities were more common in children who are overweight or obese. Back pain and degenerative disc disease are yet another problem associated with obesity in children, along with type 2 diabetes. Disc herniation and spinal disease are generally thought of as a problem of older people, but we're seeing it in obese youngsters too. This is the first study to show an association between increased body mass index and disc abnormalities in children. Patients who are overweight or obese were more apt to have disc trouble than their leaner counterparts. Height and weight data available for 108 of the patients show that 66% of those who were overweight had spine abnormality on imaging, compared with 38% of those who were not overweight. The study suggests that being overweight as a child could lead to early degeneration of the spine. We saw increased spine abnormalities with higher BMI, indicating a strong relationship between being overweight early in life and disc disease. And then that was yesterday, and then today also from Reuters is a study about physically active boys are smarter. And it says that physically active teen boys may be smarter than their couch potato counterparts. And this was from the Institute of Medicine at the University of Gothenburg in Sweden. The results show a strong positive link between cardiovascular fitness and smarts, but not between muscle strength and intelligent measures. So what they're saying is that it's the cardio activity, running, riding bike, doing those types of things versus pumping iron in the gym. The results also hint that positive fitness changes can have a positive cognitive result in teen boys. Male subjects with improved predicted cardiovascular fitness between 15 and 18 years of age exhibited significantly greater intelligence scores than subjects with decreased cardiovascular fitness. And this was a study from the National Academy of Sciences and again from the Institute of Medicine at the University of Gothenburg. You know, folks, bottom line in all this is, again, childhood obesity, by and large, is preventable. And it has to be a family affair. It has to be something that we can't just put on the kids, where they should eat less or they should be more active. No, we really have to get the whole family involved. And for a number of years now, in my Slender for Life offices in downtown Seattle and on Bainbridge Island, I've worked with younger children. I've worked with teenagers who are overweight and obese, and early in the early days of doing this, I focused on the kids themselves, and one of the problems that I immediately encountered was, I'm thinking particularly of a boy at that time who was 12, he's now in his 20s, who, you know, was really excited about what we were doing and with hypnosis and about healthy eating, and he was getting it, and he'd leave here only to be picked up by Mom and driven to McDonald's for dinner. Because Mom was busy and running here and running there and working full time, and I understand that, you know, moms have limited time and resources, and she took him to McDonald's. And there was this constant struggle about he wasn't able to let go of much weight, or it was a very slow process for him because his food options that were provided to him were pretty limited and pretty restricted when it came to eating real food and food that was cooked at home. And so what I learned over the years is to get the whole family involved, get Mom, get Dad, get siblings, and work together as a family unit at creating ways that the whole family can come together and support the overweight child or children, and sometimes Mom and Dads, in being physically active, in making healthy choices, eating the vegetables, the whole grains, the fruit, real food, and eating only enough to safely and healthily meet nutritional requirements. And when the whole family's involved, we've had great success. And so if you have an overweight child or children in your family, or if you're overweight yourself, take a look around here at the resources at Hypnosis Health Info and at Slender for Life. And if you live here in the Puget Sound area, we'd be happy to have you come into my Seattle office in the Medical Dental Building or over in Bainbridge Island, and offer you a no charge and no obligation consultation. And if you live too far away, then give me a call, 206-903-1232, or send me an email, roger@hypnosishealthinfo.com, and we'll set up a telephone and internet-based program, give you the no charge and no obligation consultation over the phone, and create a program that allows you or allows your child or your family to let go of the excess weight and to get to a healthy weight and put an end to childhood obesity in your family, and hopefully ward off long-term health risks as a result of the childhood obesity. The data is there that would support that, and so I encourage you to take a look around and find a way, a healthy and safe way for you and for your family to be at a healthy weight. I'm Roger Moore, and this is Hypnosis Health Info.